Okay, we're already been working. Welcome to Simulator Sunday. I'll be your little bit of a host here, sort of, kind of. KungfuBeer. Turn that bell off. So a supply train was coming in to LAJ. So I helped him get it in. Thank you, Diego, for bringing it here. Francisco, he brought in one to LAC, which is just on the other side of these buildings. It was an intermodal. He brought it from San Bernardino over. And so, anyways, I was helping him line it up and everything because the stream was coming. I figured once he broke the train, he wasn't sure where he was going because he hadn't been here yet. And I was lining him up to go to a specific place. And so I'm like, oh, I can take over, but he had cut the train. So he moved his part and then I grabbed the other one. And so the stream is a little bit later than I wanted to, just by a couple minutes. No big deal. I am going earlier today because the Cowboys are coming on right after the stream. So, you know how I like to watch them. So, we're going to see if anybody has this. I think he's over here and he has this one. He's kind of hiding in the building there. But anyways, we were going to move these. And park them. I don't know if he has these right now. Nope. So we'll grab them. We'll move them over here. And I got to concentrate here. I don't want to smash locomotives. Come out of my paycheck. Looks like oh. Okay. So I had to I can't move the train, so I'll let him figure out what he wants to do. All right, so this is harder when you're typing instead of just talking to somebody, but I have never played with them before, so I don't. So he auto EOT'd, and we're going to deactivate that. Let's see. Go ahead and park those bad boys. And then we're going to go over here and get the switchers. We'll start doing some stuff. It doesn't matter which set I bring or which set I grab. Let's see. See, these are the 3351, so these are really the appropriate ones for this yard. So we are going to pull these out and get to work. What's going on, NM? I've been typing in chat here. And Cheems, how are you doing? Good to see you. I had to go a little bit earlier today because the Cowboys come on, NM. Have you tried Railroad yet? Railroader? I don't think you got it yet. I think only I have it. Everybody has it on the wish list. It's okay. Let's get a little used to. Did a little railroads online as well this morning, trying to connect the industries on the new map. So still working that one as well. Railroader is kind of cool in the fact that like you can have AI move it for you a little bit, and it'll stop and everything. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Curbo's got a bunch of videos on it already. It shows you how to do a bunch of different things. Let me go over here and shit. Flying through the air and we didn't get that switch. Oh. Well, now we did it. Oh. So I'm trying to type and do all these things at the same time. Never heard me cuss, I try not to, but so this is going to be another 20 minutes here. Okay. I just want to get it out of there. All right, so let me get these out of here. Once I get these out of the way, then we're in California with San Mateo, oh, up north. Sounds good. All right, so I'll do this. Oops. I guess I have my trains reversed. Joys of moving trains around and with other with other people. All right, and then flying through the air is another issue of it too. Okay, so here we go. So now we got ourselves situated. We got them situated. Having to type everything in the chat while you're doing things is not as fun as being able to say it in person. But since I'm live, I didn't want to worry about, having people on saying things and background noise and all. We didn't have a chance to check. So I apologize to them if they see this later or now. I threw that switch because they were going to go back through it. And I'm like, no, just go straight back. And I threw the switch, and then the lag, I saw the wheels kept going straight back. And so then when I threw it again, it was too late. The other wheels ended up split tracking them, gave them the splits. So that can't feel too good. So NM shows up to get the derails, and he kind of got one today. So you're welcome. Now they're working that down there. And we're going to do a little bit of sorting. Let's see, it's 2271. Yeah, we'll see what we get out of here. We'll just, as we usually do, we'll just take some stuff and go. See what we can get done in a while. We've already been, 15 minutes or something, so that's pretty good. All right, that's a good speed there. I think we have these open, so these should be bled. There's some air bottled in them, but they will unbottle over time, hopefully. Now they're bled. I always forget which key it is. Close this one. Should be. So is it Control F7? No. Yeah, Control F7. So all of them should be bled. And then we've got, let's see, that's 81, so that's going over, that's Vaughn's, like by Taco Bell. And then these are here, 3351, here's a 71, 71, 71, 71. So somebody said, I heard him say it right now, why don't you just take the 71s and split them off the 31s? I said, okay, we'll do that. Let's, take off our handbrakes here so the cars, we can do what we need to do. Okay, this is a 3351. Okay, and then, so we're in forward. So let's pull her forward a little bit here. So you're doing the bridge build? I haven't even done it that much yet. All right, let's go in our engine up here. I always like to turn the gauge lights on. A slow start here for me today. Been literally, I took all of, as you remember last week, it was taking all the furniture out of my house to get new carpet. All the furniture came out, all the furniture went back in. Now we just have to unpack everything else. Tried doing my clothing a little bit ago, but my internet messed up, so I couldn't watch football while I was trying to do my clothes. So we're going to separate here. So we're going to make this track the 51s. And then we'll... Or we'll make this... We're going to take the... I don't remember what I was doing now. Oh, 71s. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I saw the passenger stuff, and I'm not a big passenger fan because, and the passenger stuff doesn't pay a lot either. In there, as it shouldn't, because passenger freight makes all the money. But yeah, I saw you can do mix, so that's pretty neat. I just haven't really had an opportunity yet. I barely had enough time to even do this today. I was supposed to do a check ride for somebody, but they didn't show up. So I'm like, okay, waited for half an hour. Now I'm out of time. Sorry. And I had to go into work today real quick to do something, and I go back to work tomorrow. Weekend's going by fast. I work 410s NM, but yet I'm working more than that because I get overtime. And 410s, the days go by pretty quick, but then so are the weekends now. Oh, they give you discounts? Okay, so they have like Steam achievements or something? Where you get the milestones, or is it just in game? So we're going to peel off the 51s here. Okay, this is a 51 GMI. See, hopefully that's enough. Hope that's enough speed. It should be. We'll let it roll for a bit and then we'll throw on the brakes. Brake off. Let's push it back a little bit. Let that one roll back a little bit too, and I'm going to pull forward and grab the other ones. You don't want to forget about those though. That's good on that one. We'll throw a handbrake on this just to have it come to a stop eventually. Once the wheels pass this switch, we'll slam on the brakes. Come on back. And this is 3351 as well. Fall down in the hole here. Hit at 5.6, so that's good, but probably would have been better if it wasn't so high. Maybe we need Are they still bleeding? Could be empty. All right, 3351 pi. Something sad. Well, no, these don't have air in them, as far as I can see. They're dragging though, like they are. See what we got here. And there's not much in there. All right, keep our eye on the prize. These are all pies. Gotta make sure our switches up here are set correctly. That one's good. That one's good. And we're going straight through. They didn't turn off the bell on that guy. How am I setting the handbrakes? Typing. Weird. Okay, so 3351, 3351. Where's our non-3351? These all 3351? Nope. So we're going to here, okay. Marv, how you doing, bud? Thought you observed the train coming today? I guess somebody drove it from Barstow today. Chris told me this morning it was ready to go and that it was coming down here, so. I came on a server to see if I needed to clear up a traffic jam, and then I spawned and I saw both the one going into LAC. Guess they moved it over. This is the San Diego one. Yeah. So they moved the engines over there. They moved this over. But they came in here, so they must have. I don't know how they got it there. If they deleted it, or not they, but somebody else would have had to delete it. Doing all right. I'm doing all right. Not too shabby. Let's see, 2271. Then I type in because I'm hitting the thing. All right, so this is our train here, or this is our cut. This is where we're going to cut it. So we're just going to do a loose sort. I rarely ever do a sort whereby I can just simply go drop it off. I usually just grab the numbers and put the numbers together. So if it's 51s that put together, the 61s and the 71s, I just put them together and then go figure it out. I don't actually spend the extra time to sort them even better. Now, if I can get like cars, customers together, that's even better. For example, this GMI. Do I have more? Nope. Fall down the hill here. So I saw this and I thought, well, I'll just put we got more? All right, that's pi. All right, so let me relinquish real quick because bell was still on. Relinquish. Take this one back. Come on, back up. See if we can get this BLW off. Yeah, it was cleared all out. Trains keep coming. I thought the spawns were turned off, but I guess not, or there was stuff there in Barstow that showed up, or somebody made a supply train to keep things going. Because if we do the December, we just did the December cleanup, and that's all, like no other trains came in at all, and I think we'd run out of things to do. Especially because we have to play it by ear. Some years, there's not a whole lot of people in here. In other years, you just can't keep them, you just don't, you have too much work. Nobody ever gets anything done. So sometimes too much work, sometimes not enough work. That's what I meant to say. So I got GMI here. GMI is going to come over with these guys. Might as well, since we're ripping it apart. So that's the basic switching I'll do. And if there's some more GMI cars down in there somewhere, I'll just deal with it later. All right, so we're going 2 over this one. Well, I still have the 51s back there, but I wanted to get this peeled off here. Let me put it back with the other one. That might be the entire industry. I don't know. So when you're pulling cars that have no air in them, by the way, in the yards, I've had this question asked. So I bled the cars already. If we look at the cars, they're bled. And that's so I can kick them if I need to. Some of them are, they're loaded. They're loaded cars, so you don't kick generally loaded cars. Depends what's in them. The explosives or fragiles, you won't. But I mean, I'm not kicking them fast either. But also, it's easier to drive them around. If you have air in them, you have to pump them up, and then when you disconnect them, those angle cocks, and a lot of times you get some bleed outs, and you got to keep pumping them up till they're ready to go. So kick means, well, what I already did earlier, I'll show you here in a minute. I'm going to kick the next ones, but like these ones I can't, because all these are going with it, so it's, I can do a couple. So if I want to kick these cars, 3 of them, I'm going to throw the coupler, hit the brakes, and that's kicking them right there. So they'll come off and roll by themselves till either they till they, couple with another car, or you'll throw a handbrake on it to slow it down. That's kicking. So you just kick, kick, kick. What's up, Whisper? So generally it's you want to do it slow speed, but you got to know the grade of the yard that you're working in too. I'll tell you, because if they speed up too much and they crash too hard, then you have problems. Yeah, you just send them down the line a little bit. It's a quick way when you're sorting. You don't have to go all the way back, all the way forward, all the way back. You just go back a little bit, 6-7 miles an hour. But you got to watch. Like, I like to kick at 10, but I watch it until it gets close, and I'll put handbrakes on in order to slow them down, because you don't need them hitting the other cars at speed. Because coupling is 5 or below, right? So it's a little bit of an art form, if you will. All right, handbrakes off, and I'm going to push the rest of these 51 cars here. We may need another. As the tracks are lined up here in the yard, I just call them lanes. Because when you're sorting something like at I don't know, truck stop or whatever. Each one's a lane. You can hump cars, but I don't really. We just usually have AI do it. I don't find that enjoyable personally. We got a lot of room back here, okay. You know, one thing when doing this sort of work is you want to make sure that you don't block the switches. So I got to get all the cars past so that if I'm coming down any track, I don't touch them. So that would be about here is where I got to go. What do we got? 3. Is there another one there? 4 more. Yeah, there's comes the power. So 3 more to go. If I go right about here, before the curve is what I'm looking for. That's 1.5. Now 1. What I was going to say about when you're pushing cars that are bled, you want to make sure that the worker machine, the locomotive, use dynamic brakes because you don't want to just burn up your independent brakes. Independent brakes are enough to stop your locomotives, but not necessarily enough to stop the weight behind it. Especially these are all loaded. Like that one's really full. That one, the orange one's kind of full. The other ones are about medium. Yes, I have a rail driver. You've been here. That's all I ever talk about is how my rail driver doesn't work right sometimes. I honestly don't know how. I wouldn't be comfortable playing this game without a rail driver. This game. I tried Train Sim World, 3 with it, or even 2. And I don't know how you'd play that game with it, because terrible. I could do keyboard. I just do keyboard with that, but I haven't played that in so long because I haven't installed it. All right, so we got the more 3351 BLWs here and some mores. So when you use dynamics, when you know you're going to need them, you go, let's see where it says set up in the very middle right now. So you do a setup, and that gets them ready to be able to switch direction. So do you wait 10 seconds like in the sim? No, but in real life you probably work so you don't burn up your traction motors. Alright, so we're going to get the rest of the 51s off, and then we got 71s coming behind it. Let's go back here and grab this stack. That's why I say wait 10 seconds, because when you switch from power to dynamic braking, you know, it does take a minute for it to actually realize what's going on and to switch it modes on you, and then get ready to provide some of that resistance motoring. All right, so we got some tankers here. What else we got? They're all 51s. These are all in this area. So the 3351 gets serviced out of LAJ A and B. We're in B yard right now. A behind me. That's where that stuff gets serviced out of. The 71s get serviced out of LA West, which is on the other side of the UP tracks. Like when we came in, it curves out. You curve to go back towards the main, you go straight to LAJ or LA West. And then the 2281s is LAJC, where you've seen me work plenty of times as well. Here comes the ice cream trucks, ice cream cars. I see 71 here. That's 51. So we'll put a handbrake on this when it stops. Yeah, I don't like using keyboard. Way easier in a rail driver. All right, so these are the rest, I believe, of this cut. See, maybe not. A lot of seven. Nope, that's the rest. The rest of the 71s for this cut and 51s looks like we have room for what we have. So we'll just clear the switch here. The keyboard's not hard to use, but when you're used to a rail driver, you can just move a couple levers and you know where they're at, then it's, you know, just different. I sometimes I don't plug the rail driver in, I just have something quick to do. I'll use the keyboard to make the train move and fly around and all that. Not, if it gets crazy like what I'm doing now, it's much easier to use a rail driver. Except when your dynamic brakes are on, you're trying to go in reverse. You gotta come all the way back. So we've got, what, 10 cars or so. On Friday, you got a name call. I'm trying to decipher the rest of what you wrote. All right, let's get to the back of the train so we make sure we don't overrun the yard here. Yeah, it's late. Like, you don't get lazy. It's just, it's a convenience. Everything becomes muscle memory, just like with keyboard. If you always use the keyboard, it's muscle memory. So if you use a keyboard and you go to switch to rail driver, I don't know if it would be really that much harder because you're moving levers rather than pressing keys. But if you're going from the moving levers and you have to remember what keys to press that you never press, then yeah, that's a little bit of a different story. Railroader has derailments. I don't know if they do or don't on switches, but they do based on speed. If you're going too fast, you derail. I guess the only reason Run8 doesn't, from what I read and heard, is that the license, the BNSF and UP and CSX won't license Run8 to use their logos if they have like real derailments. Looks like these. Wait a minute. Thought I had. Did I miss? Did I go down the wrong track? All right, what's going on here? What's going on? Yeah, probably because I don't have the room. Okay. So how do we have that there? Oh, that's the rest of the one. So I didn't see those when I put the fit. Okay, no biggie. We're flexible here. Although I think that might be. See, that's close. It should work, but I think it's close. Barstow is one of the bigger yards. It's the biggest in SoCal. Mr. White, welcome. See, it's a sin. You have a rail driver. You haven't taken it out of the box. I mean, if you need to send it to anybody, you know, because it's still in the box and it's taking up space, I've got a spot right here that I can hold it for you until you're ready for it. Even though I already have one. You got a shout out on the scanner from a train and a hat. Okay. I mean, they were driving by and you're waving at them and they said hi on the radio? Oh, and they threw a hat out the window at you. That's cool. Pretty nice. All right, let me put a handbrake on here. We don't want to overrun. We got a little bit of room there, but it's okay. And we'll put a couple on this side if I can click the right cars. Coming back a little bit. I mean, if you got it and you don't need it, then yeah, just like we said, if you get used to the keyboard. Okay, so those are a lot of those are 81s. That's LAJ C yard. These are 71s, so I'm gonna grab. There's an 81 there. I'll come back here, grab these 71s and put them over with these 71s. You know what I'm saying? Because, yes. And then we're almost done sorting already. That's crazy. Turning windshield wipers on. See 'em? Kind of did. I want some move. There it goes. So we're going to grab that there. That's cool. How'd they know your name? You hold up a sign that said what your name was? You say, my name's Train Whisperer. Hear me roar. They're like, hey, Train Whisperer on the radio. Here's a hat. I'm right now. That's cool. All right, let's slow her down a little bit. Starting to get crazy on the speed. There we go. Perfect. Oh, my back! My back! All right, so again, we have 31s behind it. So if we got, I don't think we even have any more. We can leave those there anyways. So we got 181 on here, one car that has the label of 81. We're going to put it with these. We're going to put these 71s with these 71s. And it might be done. We might be able to deliver. Yep. See. I see. Here's a couple 71s. So let's grab those now. Then that's the rough sort. We'll pull the 71s with these 71s. Put them on this track here, and we'll have 81s left here with the 181 that is attached to the power switchers that we're using. Yeah, they'll see here's that guy again, right? Rail fanners are foamers. Now they're called foamers because they foam at the mouth every time a train goes by. Is that my understanding correct? So that's a stupid name. I never foam when I see a train go by. I just point out, like, look, there's a train. Usually because I'm stopped at the signal when they're crossing. So yeah, we're gonna grab those in the back, pull them out, put them with those. Sort you had yesterday. These ones aren't bad. I mean, so however they come, Marv, is I got a lot of different videos on here that show you what I do. Like this yard a lot. I mean, because this is pretty, pretty good sized yard. A lot of stuff comes in here. So I do this one a lot, but this flat switching, I don't spend a lot of time doing it. I'd rather just get them out and deliver them to the customers. All right. So we're gonna yank off 71s. See what our brakes look like. Well, that's why they're not all bled. What do you know? Now they are. Okay, so why is this still heavy? Oh, HPT is 1.6 because they are heavy. 1.6 is good though. Not climbing any hills. Oh, got a heart in a way here. I wish I can get rid of that, like in the chat thing or in OBS. So I think a foamer is, and then it just says an over. Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, 1 point. Well, I mean 1 point. So 1.6 is actually good for anywhere in here, all the way down to porphyry. You'll start having problems at 1.6 around San Bernardino, around the yard, because of the grade there. But after it, no way. Don't even try it because it's terrible. Terrible with like 2, and that's the minimum. Here are the minimums 2, but you don't really need to go between on the main line even. But that's the rules, so that's the railroad rules, not the. We don't say, hey, you can't not drive a train if it's underpowered. Just a pain in the butt, and you need help. Oh yeah. Wait, nope, I don't want this one. Let's get that out of here. All right, let's push it back. Just do a little kick, like this. There we go. Now we can pull forward. Somebody called you the FRA, or they called the FRA on you? I did not use a caboose yet. Like I said, I only went to the tutorial in Railroader. That's all I had time to do. And then I did, like, how you restart after the tutorial, I restarted the game and I did it again. The same thing without using the tutorial help though. So I just took a train. I don't even know the name of the places yet. The one you're talking about, that bridge or blige or whatever. And I stopped at that. So I have the passenger car. I went and loaded passengers. I went to the next stop, and then I had to stop. That's all I had time to do that night. Still setting up my Railroads Online river map that I redid. And Siberian got an invite to play Siberian Railroad Simulator Prologue. So I need to do another. So I did the demo. This actually goes past where I was on the demo. I'm going to record some more of that too and do videos, but that'll be for next year. I mean, Christmas is a week away. Yeah, 2 weeks from yesterday. No, 2 weeks from today is Christmas Eve. Yeah, Ella. That's right. Yeah, Whittier, the depot and stuff, and Ella's the first stop down the road. Like I said, it's okay. It's pretty cool. So far for me, nothing beats this game. But this game, gets repetitive a little bit. Plus, for somebody who tries to create content on YouTube, I like doing this live with you guys. I do this without you guys sometimes, but I enjoy doing it live with you guys. And then when I have time to do other ones, then, I'll do Railroads Online. Or I'm trying to get that done so I can share out my map for those who have Railroads Online. And you guys can play it using the map that I created if you so choose. Like I did that before. I have engines and cars throughout the map already staged, so you don't have to like go grind to do all that stuff. And then you just basically put my game save in yours, log in, and do whatever, So that's on my bucket list to do. But there are many, many, many other things on my bucket list currently. So am I going to go live on Christmas or no, actually Christmas Eve on the 24th? I would say yes. My kids are growing up and moved out. My son's coming over. Well, my daughter will be here too. So my mom's funeral is this Friday. So they'll be here for that. And then the following week, I don't think we're doing anything. I will be live streaming on the 24th and maybe even on the 25th. I don't know. I may just record that day. I gotta watch football too. Cowboys always play on Christmas, so And that's in the afternoon, so I don't know if I'll have time to stream on the 25th, on Christmas Day. I mean, I don't know if they're playing on Christmas this year, but we'll find out. I'll put 2 handbrakes on there. This is that 81. Oops. Oh, no. I hit the independent brakes. Yeah, I'm doing the river map. I shared out the one that I did before, the, I don't remember the name of it, and I've already done a river map, but I had, on Steam, when it first came out, the river map, they offered like a blank map that didn't have industries on it. So I took that one and I built it up where I put the industries the way that I wanted them. And then they did something where, okay, well, the industries are pre-laid. So I'm doing that. That's the one I'm doing now. I've got 3 more. Well, I got to get from basically the depot, the starting point, to the smelter. I already have from the smelter to the iron ore mine, but I've got to get from the depot to the smelter so I can get lumber and stuff over there. And then I got to get to the coal mine and the ironworks. Woke up at like 2:30 this morning and got up at around 4, I guess. Couldn't fall back asleep, so I just got up and I started doing some this morning. Okay, so let's see. We'll verify all these are the 81s. Looks like they are. There's Taco Bell, TOB. All right, so we have sorted. We sorted the inbound train. These are done. 3351, the 71s are going to go up there, and the 81s are going right now with me. I'll take them over to the C yard. Check to make sure the switches are good. I don't know how long it is. It'll be okay. No, we'll go right through here. See if we can get past it. The 49ers won today. Good for them. Yeah, Cowboys are playing Philadelphia here in an hour. That's why I turned my stream on a little bit earlier today so I can watch them. That's a big game. I mean, even if you're not a fan, that's a big NFC game. All right, do we got brakes on somewhere? Nope. Just heavy? Where we at? 2.1? No, it's not heavy. Maybe I'm just too far away. Oh, see, I'm monitoring this here right now on the TV, but figured if I blew the horn, it'd go faster, but accidentally I hit the horn. It's like a lot of power to have to pull this out through here. But no, I was watching, because I'm in Los Angeles, right? We got to watch the Chargers. I don't really care much for AFC, like hardly any teams in the AFC. And I was in San Diego when I was in the Navy, allegedly. And Chargers were there, and okay. I grew up with the Rams, and they were terrible. They moved to St. Louis after that. That's how I became a Cowboys fan. We had no teams that were any good. That and neighbor of mine was big into the Cowboys, and I really didn't watch football until after I got out of school. So I'd go hang out with him, end up watching the Cowboys all the time, and got to know the players. So, you know, once you get to know the players, you become a fan of the team. Have I been to Horseshoe Curve? You talking about Tehatchee? No, that's not Tehachapi. Where's the Horseshoe Curve? I don't think they have it in Run 8 unless it's on the one of the other lines that, like the northeast. How does that sound familiar? In Pennsylvania, yeah, that's right. So I haven't played that. I don't even have the Pennsylvania DLC. Hard to be a Dallas fan if you're a 49er fan. It's just like hard to be a 49er. I like Philadelphia, but not when they play Dallas. I like I don't like Washington, but I do like New York Giants. That when they play the Cowboys. I don't really have much to say about the auto routes to okay. All this typing, it's making me tired. Yeah, it does depend on who's playing who. All right, I had to let the dog in. Alrighty, so once we get the Choo-choo passed. Even if it goes fouls that switch for a minute, I'll be able to come back here and grab this to get... I got to get over this bridge to go to C yard. Couple more cars go, about 3 more. See, I'm good here. Stand on the ground. You hear me say that a lot of times. In multiplayer, you can't fly and throw a switch. Oops. When I want to go on. 170 feet to go. Let's see, I did have 170 feet. All right, we'll stop that right there. Back up here, and then we'll disconnect. I gotta back up. Okay, so we'll pass that one, throw that switch back up, grab our cars, and then head to LAJC. See if there's any fire sauce for our tacos at Taco Bell. Time we go there, they give us some extra hot sauce packets. There wasn't a Jack in the Box there. All right, let's change this to the lead unit. I'll do that just to make sure everything's good. Going forward, turn our lights back on up here. Hopefully we threw that switch so we go around this yellow car or orange car. They do lease engines, but typically here in the Southern California, so the reason, to answer the question, but why is there NS and CSX locomotives down here? So when CSX does interchange, for example, they bring a unit into an interchange, sometimes a foreign yard, and they drop it off. It's easier for them to leave the whole train there with the engines than it is to cut them and take them back to their yard, because then they're deadheading it. So there's no load. They only make, just like trucks, they only make money when they carry stuff. So if they're just moving the engines, deadheading it, they don't make money. So they just leave them on. They say use them as power, and bring them back, and then when they come back to the yard with the load coming from wherever they came from, well, there's already stuff on it. Their engines are already on it. In Southern California, I see sometimes people running in the server where they have NS or CSX engines in the lead. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I live right by the BNSF main line by San Bernardino. I work next to Colton. I actually work in Colton. And I spent 11 years literally right next to the Barstow yard. I have never seen on BNSF or UP foreign power leading the way. I've always seen the company that owns the tracks running their engines in the lead. You can see them on behind the lead engine, but I have never seen it where there's foreign power running the train. Yeah, they also sell them to like smaller customers that need engines for the yards. And it's too expensive to paint them, so they just leave the same stuff on there. Yeah, they do in the South. I understand that. But I have never seen it ever. Like again, Maybe they do. But out of about the 450,000 trains that I've seen go past my house just in the last 25 years, and through Barstow and through the Cone Pass and through West Colton, I have not seen that. That's just in 25 years. I grew up against Interstate 5, where it was Southern Pacific at the time, and it's the same thing there. It's owned by UP now. But they may do it. I have just never seen it. It also could have an effect if your routing is wrong on your engine and you're running NS, then Auto on SoCal region may not know how to route you correctly. But usually we have the tags right, so. All right. Yeah, it doesn't happen. I've seen a lot of a lot of foreign power, just not in the lead. The lead engine is always who owns that railway. So it's either UP or BNSF. Yeah, so when it was Santa Fe, I didn't see it. When it was Southern Pacific, I didn't see it. UP haven't seen it. BNSF hasn't seen it. All right, we should be all set to go here. We'll have to check the switches along the way because sometimes UP changes these over here at River as they need to for their operations. So what are you guys doing for Christmas? Anybody going anywhere exciting or working and hanging out with family? Can't believe it's already 10th of December. Almost the new year now. You got to work. Well, listen, thank you for working for us. Yeah, it's a good day to run 8 it. That's what I'll be doing. I don't know what I'll be doing. I might be at my other house packing stuff up. I just don't know. Well, that switch we need to fix. Yeah, same here. My kids are coming down again. My mom's funeral is this Friday, so my kids are going to come here on Thursday. We're all going to go to this on Friday. They're going to hang out for the weekend, so I basically get to see them the week before Christmas. My daughter lives in Nevada, so she actually works for, when they had that shoot, I didn't even know there was a shooting the other day. But she was in the state school, and it was not on lockdown, or it was also on lockdown, but that's not where the shooting was. It was at UNLV. But anyway, she works for the other one, so I was like, uh-oh. When I found out, I'm like, does that have anything to do with where she works? And no, it didn't. That's good. Well, I have my parents died, so I have their house. I'm the eldest. I lost my dad in March and my mom just over a month ago, about 2 months ago now. We're trying not to speed here. Actually, I don't even know what the speed limit is. It's not a yard. It's like between the yards, but get me going too fast through here. I used to own 2 houses. That was a pain in the butt. Thankful when I got rid of this because I owned one and then I got married. Rocking and rolling here. 25 around this bad boy. Get her slowed down. Yes, thank you very much. I was with her every day for her last 3 months, so I got to spend plenty of time with both of them before they departed. Let me see. F1. I don't know if I... close that window. So, let's see. Come back on this while I save this train. What are we calling this one? YVRN 2281. Oh, the menu's up. That's why I can't do nothing. There we go. Can't do anything with the oh, you shouldn't run out of water. They need that for steam. You're just heating up metal and it doesn't make the same amount of steam. All right, let me save the world here as well. We got Mateo. I'll save that now. When I get over to the LAJ yard, I'll save it again. I usually load when I'm gonna come in to do something. I load it so that what was there is there, and if somebody deletes something, sometimes I can go in single player and recover it. I've saved it. Another reason I saved the train. But when I get to the yard here, if I have any problems with it, it will save a little bit. I mean, those are supplies. We kind of need those. That switch is good. Good. Which is not good. So I did a minimum switch, and now if somebody wants to do anything more on that, they can do that here. Flat switch it more if they choose. But I don't see a reason for it. I just put I don't even put the industries together most of the time. I just literally put these are 2281. I just shove them all together and the road jack. Drop off some. And if I go an area where I have ones that don't belong there, I just keep them with me. Go get more. What's up? Gotta click that. Bring our speed down a little bit. We're starting to go downhill. 0.32% decline. Or the weight's coming on to the grade, so speed me up. More dynamics. Well, Mr. Wife, you're working on Christmas. Getting the TVs and Xboxes to the stores, it's a little late for that unless, it's on the returns. Yeah, I ran out of water in real life. I got some now. Drink water, live. Don't drink water, die. The Marine Corps saying, I heard. Just like blood makes the grass grow. Dynamics, and let's let the weight push us downhill here. $700, 750, a little bit more than that behind me. See if we fit it on this track. Might have to. We should be good. I don't know. It's gonna be close. 600 feet to go, and I don't know what that looks like to you, but you might have 100 feet too much. But once I cut the engines off, maybe it'll be good. Because these don't belong here. These get used at the A yard. Now we got to slow down. Look at how pretty this was. We're in there though. We made it by quite a bit. I'll make sure the rear end is in there. It is. Go up here. Yeah, we'll go up there a little bit more so we can park it up here. Starting to get dark in here. I can't see. You have this little lamp here. All right, so after we drop these off, I guess we'll go grab the 2271s and move those over to LAJ West, or A yard, I guess, at a minimum. So the engines that normally go there, right, the switchers, they're over in A. Somebody left them over there, and that's fine because normally we'd use those to bring the cars here, but I brought them here with these. I didn't want to have to warm up some new ones. All right, so let's cut these off. My handbrake's on. I got 5 on. Let me go ahead and do a handbrake test, even though I pulled the pin for the coupler. Goes. Well, I don't know what happened there. Didn't reconnect though. It's good. Handbrake test complete. All right, let's get back to LAJ. Go this way though. Why, when you're bringing cars into LAJC, you want to go through A. Because if you can't come in directly this way unless you back up, and that's not well, that's fundamentally a waste of time. We're going to take the main line because it's faster. We can go fast, even though we'd have a restricting. Turn my get. Oh, they are on. That guy's gonna run it. Wow, that Volkswagen didn't care. I've got to do a light engine move. You can see all the engines in front of me. That's at the Commerce refueling station. So I got to do like a 72 engine move. The Barstow. Part of the December cleanup. So I'll get that job written up here in a few days. And when you take those, you don't need to be running all of them though. You don't need to have all of them MU'd and all of them turned on. It should be bypassed, EB cut out, isolated. And then you only need enough power so that you have HPT, 2.4 would be good for those. All right, so let's stop here. Look down the tracks, make sure nobody's coming. All right, I don't see anybody. Let's look at our map. Up where we're at. So we're up here right now and there's nothing coming. Here we go. We got to stop that signal though, or give it restricting. Oh, laggy. For some reason. Something to do with Streamlabs or OBS. I mean. Well, we can. I know we have a stop up here, but we have to be able to stop in, like, a quick minute. We can do that with this. So if we look, we're here. You do want this signal. You want this signal, and we're coming down right where we need to be. But we'll need this signal as well. That's the wrong one. I have to back up over that now. That's coming out. I went in. There is a signal there, but I don't know. Yeah. So that's if we're coming out. So I'll have to stop and then back up, because you see the line, the underline there. That's what a lot of people do. They look at like that, and then they drive past and they go, "Oh, I left it on. I have to shut off auto and turn it back on." Like, no, you don't. Just back up. That's fine. As soon as we pass it, we'll back up. It'll clear, and then we go the other way. Now, restricting is a 15. Maximum speed limit. Stop within half the distance that we can view. But we're not harming anybody by doing 40 because we're just locomotives. We don't have any load, so we can stop real quick. We got the Pinto of engines right now. High performance Pintos. Things are actually like, if you were to rate them on like modern cars, these would be like 80s Corvettes compared to the new ones. The new ones that are you know, these aren't even LT. I think the 45s would be like LT ones. But yeah, this is how we correct. We do that where we set the wrong side restricting. We'll make it better. We don't want to just leave it or turn off auto so we can fix one light, because that's dumb. It messes everybody else up. I mean, we don't have anybody but me, I don't think. We have this train, AI. And if we hit tab, there's an AI. So far, what's that, 4, 5? We had one over there too. For some reason this guy's, it might be Amtrak, sitting there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 trains. So if we turn off AI, 4 trains are gonna get all messed up and confused. Now it'll be like, why? I didn't do that. I told you guys. Happy hour. So we'll just stop and back up, and now I'll fix that. I have a 40 up and coming speed limit here. Crooked signs there. It says like somebody didn't hang those straight. That means coming soon. Speed limit near you. I guess that guy earlier, he drove in here. I don't know if he routed himself in. I don't think Otto did. Might have, but like Otto, sometimes you can get into LAC. Usually no. Usually I just see the trains driving right here where I'm at, hauling ass, and then you're like, that says LAC. You're supposed to pull in here, and he just goes by and goes in Alameda corridor and disappears, drives off map. I can see the light up there. Let's see. 9281. It's not me. Hold on. Let's 9281. That's one thing I don't like about being on the main line when you're driving on the main line. 9281 is not here. Oh, it got off mine. He's on a different sub. I don't care. Every time I switch to DS map, I always get an alert, like almost always. Why you gotta yell, Marv? Settle down, sir. Settle down. All right, we are slowly slowing down. Check to make sure our switch for CP riddle's set, and it is. I think there's another supply trade. Ugh, on there. I think a supply train's coming to Malabar as well. I think they had a partial order or something. If I couple that up with the La Mirada one, drop off the La Mirada, continue down the line here, and bring it to Malabar, that'd be a good train to run. Going down here, 25. Yeah, Malabar is fun. Malabar is like the first yard I did when I came down here to LA. I was like, that's nice. You know, kind of confusing at first because the backwards cars down the line, but really not. Once you get it, you got it. All right, so oops. You want to look? There's that restricting we left. Oh, it cleared. See, we went this way and it cleared out. Interesting. Or is it? No, it's this one here. Maybe we set that one. It goes based on the direction you're going. I don't know, because that one's flashing. We don't see it up here on the DS screen. It should go red. Red now. You're gonna pick up some empties from where? The Malabar? We'll take a look and see if there's empties over here. Should be. Those aren't processed yet. Yeah, those aren't. Well, that one is. Those are. Go look at the big oil tankers. Those are processed. Yeah, you got some things to pick up. Those are all good. And then if you have time, those are not processed yet. APC over here. Those are not either. Okay, where are we going on this side? I think we got to go get those 71s and bring them over here. Oh, I want this one. Yeah. Once we come back, we'll go not underground, but onto that set. We'll take. There's 71s. These are LA West. And then we'll drag those. Oh, I didn't see that. It looked like it was going down the wrong set of tracks there. Yeah, it depends on the customer, you know. The holiday or not, you know, they don't always have workers going. Some people work 9 to 5, some 4-10s. A lot of retail people are working like 7 days a week right now. They're getting good money, overtime. Contract labor for the railroad too. So when they say bar power ready, by the way, I delete that. I just put X. So for when I run engines, before I leave anywhere with them, if they're going on the road from Barstow or anywhere, like from here and then headed back, the lead engine I tag for where it's going, and you know the normal tag, and then everything else I change to X. because that's how it's supposed to be. Those tags are because they do refueling and all sorts of things, so they mark them as notes, if you will, and then when you take them as the engineer, you're supposed to change them. Not enough emphasis. Now, it's not a requirement. It's no big deal if you don't, but it's just better if you do, because that means you've checked your engines and everything before you hit the road. Ooh, there's an empty in the middle there. Some empties. Green is empty, red is not. Since I didn't make this the lead engine in order to get into it, I got to do my little hold F11 and click on the cab trick. These controls are basically useless right now unless I flick on. Oh, Genfield's up. Right here, if I flick that up, I can take control. Oh, you know, I didn't switch that. I didn't throw that switch yet. Throw this. I don't want to do another split track like I did earlier. All right, Vern. Well, they missed one here. That engine's backwards. That's okay. We'll use it. We'll use it for the outbounds, but I have all these. I have all this power, like on one track facing one way, another track facing another way, so that when you need them, you don't have to go down through a Y to flip them around. You just put together what you need, and then that way you can get out of here without spending multiple extra time doing things like that. Then we'll go move the 81. Well, there's 71 power right there. Probably should have grabbed that to put them on here, and it's ready to go. But you know, this gives you guys something else to do when you're getting ready to figure out what you want to do. So I got to go get the power and move it over and gets me in the mode of train driving, the mode. "500 feet behind me, still coming up." I'll get stopped just before this switch. Disconnect this power. Move it back to, take it back to 51s. Grab this 81 and go back the way we just now came. Back to LAJC off the main. 100 feet. Clear there. Well, squeaking never hurt nobody. All right, put some handbrakes on. Do a handbrake test. That's the wrong way. Go this way, Beer. Okay, handbrake test is good. Let's go in reverse, which is forward. You know, it's kind of the way it goes. So the supply trains in the server here. Oh wait. Supply trains in the server are so when the industry gets serviced, and so when it changes the cars from the incoming tag to the outgoing tag, the way that, or when we spawn supply trains, is based on the industry, right? So it kind of looks at the switch list and it goes, oh, this industry is going to need cars. So it spawns the supply train with the cars needed for those industries that that don't have cars sitting in them processing. Randomly, you know, looks at it and randomly spawns stuff. So when you guys do all the work, that's why there's always supply trains coming. So doing the work here in LA then creates that spawn, those spawning tables, if you will, to be generated, spawning trains, and then gives Barstow stuff to do as well. Supply trains spawn, go to Barstow, Barstow sorts them, sends it back out. So when you guys do work, it doesn't, when we do these locals, it doesn't just do the locals, it actually does a lot more than anybody really realizes. Oh, did I not get it? Yeah, I was still moving forward when I threw it in reverse, so. My favorite Steam game? I don't know. I have quite a few games I play in Steam all the time. I could tell that would be easier for me to tell you. I don't have a favorite Steam game. Steam is just a place that stores games to buy them. American Truck Simulator, Derail Valley, Farm Sim, Madden 23, PGA Tour 2K21, Railroads Online, and Super Mega Baseball are what I have marked as favorites in Steam, just so they show up at the top of my library. And then I have Bus Simulator 21, Construction Simulator, Cyberpunk 2077, Dying Light Emergency, Euro Truck Sim 2, GTA 5, Green Hell, Just Cause 4, LA Noire, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Out of War, Police Simulator, Railroader, Sniper Elite 5, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, Transport Fever 2, Trans-Siberian Railway Simulator, U-Boat, Allied Experts, Way of the Hunter, Wreckfest, and some Japanese thing called Deadly Stillness or something. Deathly Stillness. I haven't played that yet. It's like a shooter. So those are the games that I have installed on this machine. And that's not counting Ubisoft, EA, or Epic Games. Or GOG. I think that's it. I think that's all. Because I have games. Oh, Rockstar as well. So Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm doing LA Noire on Wednesdays on my Twitch stream. I have Max Payne. I'll be the next game I do on there. But in March, I'll start up my baseball stream again with Super Mega Baseball 3. I have 4, but I can't copy my teams because they, Metalhead, partner with Electronic Arts, I'll say it nicely, did not allow us to import our years of hard work into the current modern version of the game that they wanted. They could have easily done it and just filled in some variables for the other things that they added. But no, they said, nope, we're not going to support. Well, they didn't support it in the past either. Third-party people made software that did that, but So I have not moved over to Super Mega Baseball 4 because I don't know. I mean, Railroader seems okay. Like I said, I still spend a lot of time in Railroads Online because I'm making my own track there. I do like that one. It sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. It's much more time consuming when you're by yourself. Unlike this one. This one's not as time consuming when you're by yourself because you can do a lot of things by yourself. But we're taking this. Ah, damn it. Yeah, we'll turn that one. We're going to go back down to LAJ or LAC with this guy. We're going to go on the main line again. Getting dark here in the server too. So I have a few games installed, something like 3. I have a 2 terabyte. Hey, what do I have for just my games drives? I have a 2 terabyte with just games on it in this machine. My OS drive's a 1 terabyte. Okay, you got a little collie there. Creative storage. But yeah, thought I had more. That must be the other machine. I think the other one I have 3 terabytes or something. Again, we're bringing these, taking these engines back over to LAJC. AKA Sea Yard. Oh, I also have Starfield, but I didn't throw that switch. Thank God there's spring switches. But I haven't played that too much. Probably an hour's worth. Huge game. Bethesda games, they're all kind of similar, I think. Alright, so we're coming back out Riddle here. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to stop up here. We got a train. Who is this guy coming in here? This guy? No? There's a train up there. He stopped. Why has he got green lights? All the way up to me. So I got a restricting up basically to the main line. He stopped here, but I have to come over here, so I'm not going to be able to make... Oh, it's a UP guy? We'll clear this signal with the train, and then we'll wait. This is going to get switched. He's not coming in. He's going to go past us, so we'll have to wait for that. Nope, it's not you. It's a UP AI. Yeah, this is the interchange. So this is UP stuff here. It goes across. So they got a signal there to stop you from crossing the main. By accident. I gotta stop up here. So there's a crossing coming up though. Oh, you decided not to play during mine. You're like, I don't want anything I do to be recorded forever on the interwebs. So I got to get to the light here, and then I'll back up. But I should be okay. I'm just going to pass it in the reverse because that train that's oncoming. Oh, wait. I didn't clear it. There we go. Now, we don't want to block this crossing, so we'll go on the other side of it. I'm on the damn bumper over here. There we go. There's things in the track that should sense movement. Wires. All right, now we'll wait for UP to come by. Actually, they're coming by on the main. We can actually come up here. Well, give me that signal. I don't want to mess him up, though, because he's got a red up here. We'll just stay where we're at. If I come out here, who knows what Otto's going to think. These are the main lines here. This is not a main, but it is CTC controlled, so. And right now he's stopped at this signal, so who knows what's going to happen. I know he's not coming where we're at. We'll just have to wait and get pizza. Go see where he's at. All right, F11. There we go. Look around his head. Watch and see what he's doing. Got the red light coming up. He should be good. Oh, it's yellow now. So he is going to proceed. I don't know why he hasn't ramped it up yet. I'm hitting the back of his seat right now. I'm like, get going. So Alexandro's the engineer, and this is Arthur. Does that say Inman? So Alexandro, what do you think about the Cowboys?
I like the 49ers. The 49ers are my team.
Well, that's your fault. He's definitely crawling into here, isn't he? All right, well, I'll let these guys do their thing. I'm going to take these off to LAJC here in a little bit. That's all I'm going to do. And that's going to be it. I got started early so that we can end early and go watch the 49ers win. So I hope you guys have a great week. I will be back next Sunday, as far as I could tell, for Simulator Sunday. And I'll be back on, I think, Wednesday night. I'm pretty sure. I don't see why I wouldn't, but I'm doing some LA Noirs as a like 1940s police thing. Rockstar Games made that. That's really fun. So anyways, thank you so much, everybody who came out to join me. And we'll see you next week for Simulator Sundays. Hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see you next time.